How's your energy, Southern Arizona? It is hard to believe, but for most teams here in Southern Arizona, tonight was their last games of the season. And for some others, they were battling it out for playoff positioning. Good evening to you. I'm Paul Cicala, and welcome to a special Thursday night edition of the Friday Football Fever.
And I'm David Kelly. And Paul, with most games being moved to tonight because of Friday's Veterans Day holiday, it's a big evening here in Southern Arizona. Important to mention, there'll be a few games Friday night, including playoff matchups for Sabino and Push Ridge at the 3A level, and the 4A Gila Region Championship game will be on the line when Catalina Foothills goes down to Walden Grove and Sahuarita tomorrow night.
Yep, that game will be in Sahuarita, but tonight it is all about the dozens of teams smacking helmets on a special Thursday evening.
And Paul, let's begin with Canyon Del Oro taking on Mica Mountain in a game with big postseason implications. In fact, big George Flores, just a 10th grader on senior night. Caspin Colbert, number 9 in family. Caspin missed the season due to injury. CDO suspended 6. Supporting their brothers, and early on their brothers ball, and Staten Brooks putting the pressure on Jaden Thornton. That ball's on the turf, but the Thunderbolts gonna get it back. And then Thornton, the Cleveland kid, finding Devin Hayward, and Devin is gone. 61 yards. The Warthogs bringing the heavy artillery early, 7-zip. But CDO's defense kept coming. Blake Scholl gets Thornton's arm, and that's a duck. Intercepted by Ethan Krominga. Dorados thwart that drive. And then Tristan McClellan showing off his right arm. VJ King laying out. He doesn't even look like a wide receiver, a fullback more like it, catching it though like a wide receiver. But this was a night to indeed fear the black hat. The bad exchange between McClellan and Jose Alba, that typified this evening for the Dorados, who in the upset of the year, folks, fall to Mica Mountain 26-7. The Thunderbolts are champions of the Keno region, but ranked 22nd. The question now is if this win is enough to get them into the postseason. We shall find out.
And on to Desert View we go, where Coach Bonillas and the Jaguars would lead Mountain View 7-0. That's when Kevin Slay would rumble forward, getting to the 1-yard line. And a play later, Desert View's Sean Sierra takes it in there like swimwear. The boys from the Sunnyside Unified School District lead 14-zip. And on a full moon off of the ensuing kickoff, Mountain View's Josh Roman, the reigning Clipper Automotive Player of the Week, will bust forward for a decent run back to help Mountain View start off in good field position. But after that, Desert View's Diego Hinley is about to come on strong on defense, and he will hit Roman, and the ball comes out. Check it out. The Jaguars end up recovering as Kevin Slay on the defensive end celebrates with the rock in hand. Later, it'll be Mountain View's turn for defense. First, Damian Wallace will be there to break up the pass just in front of the Desert View end zone, and it doesn't stop quarterback Anthony Estrella from throwing it in that direction again. This time, it is picked off by Damian Wallace, and he'll have a nice little run back. Get out of my way. Desert View runs away with it, though, on senior night, dominating Mountain View 49-14.
All right, Anthony Carpenter and Pueblo finishing up the season against Empire. Number 91 on the Ravens is Josh Gardner. They call him Bear. Josh is autistic, but has been a contributing member of the Empire team all season long. Diego Ramirez getting it out to Miguel Morera, but Morera stripped of the rock by Hiram Tanner. A big stop for the Ravens. What you gonna do with it, though, is the question. Ethan Goodall gonna do this down the seam to Donald Daniels, the senior on senior night, for 33 yards. Coach George Kelly liking that, no relation. But that drive stalled. Miguel Morero, though, fumbled the last time, but Diego Ramirez says, I trust you, my brother. I'm coming right back to you for 22 yards. That set up Israel Noriega from 34 yards out, 10-0 Pueblo at the half. And then Jake Allen's defense, Mario Escobedo, gonna get the sack. And then Mario's gonna tell Damian Duarte, hey, you go get you one. Pueblo gonna finish this out, and that's what Damian did right there. He went and got him one. Warriors win it 17-0.
And from Vail, let's head to southwest to southern Pima County. That is where Sahuarita High School was hosting Amphi. The Panthers are coming off of a tough loss against Coach Jeff Skern in Rio Rico, while Sahuarita was hoping to get a victory tonight at home and avoid going winless this season. And it'd be the last time to play in front of a home crowd for this group of Sahuarita players on senior night. The 12th graders stood strong on the field, all lined up during the opening coin flip. Amphi would get the ball first, and right off the bat, the big man Jacob Espinosa making it happen, captain. After that, how about quarterback Kevin Quintero, or not quarterback Kevin Quintero, but Quintero taking the direct snap for Amphi, and he'll be met with a hard hit from Nas Pedrego of Sahuarita, and later, Imanol Silva, he's a QB, he'll roll out and he'll hit Rudy Rios for another first down for Amphi. Sahuarita's defense, though, would come through after that. Check out the fumble. And when everything's said and done, Sahuarita's Gary Hitchhiner has the ball in his hand. The Mustangs get it right back, and Eli Manzanares will hand the ball to Brady Radovich, and Radovich is running quite rad. After that, Manzanares will find James Minor for a first down for Sahuarita. In the end, though, Amphi wins 26-17. Get this, Jaime Charles had a 76-yard interception return for a touchdown in the victory for Amphi.
And Paul, let's head north from Sahuarita to Flowing Wells High School. That's where the Caballeros were hoping to spoil Sunnyside's chances of winning 6 out of their last 7 games of the season. Meanwhile, Flowing Wells was hoping to go out with a win on senior night. And early on, the Sunnyside cheerleaders would be riling up the troops as the Blue Devils had the ball first right off the bat here. Dion Conde gonna hit Freddie Leon, and Leon running quick like a lion. Heck, Leon means lion in Spanish. He'll break off a ferocious run after the catch there, and Dion gonna find Jose Ramirez. That's a touchdown. Sunnyside up 7-zip. The Blue Devils would get the ball back, and they are not done yet. Conde gonna dump it off to Samario Garcia, and look at Samario zigging, zagging through the Caballero defense. When everything's said and done, he's finally taken down around the 5-yard line. Sunnyside gonna run away with this one. A blowout victory over Flowing Wells. Final score 47-0.
Hey, props to Coach Thomas Romack, who finishes his first regular season with Sunnyside with a record of 7 wins and just 3 losses. Hey, we're far from over with After the Break. We will continue our in-depth coverage of high school football right here in the old Pueblo.
That's right, Paul. We'll give a quick rundown of some playoff possibilities now that the regular season is in the books, and we'll head out for our Friday Football Fever play of the night. It's a highlight you definitely don't want to miss.
Plus, we flip the script a bit and bring you some action from the Arizona women's basketball team, who tipped off for their first game of the season against NAU as the Friday Football Fever rolls on.